that the United States may be getting involved in this war. And so as we double back in here, what I am seeing, let me go back to Latakia. Let's pull up Latakia real quick. The situation that Amichai Stein, the friend of mine that just shared a moments ago, that Israel, and I'm going to jump back over here, that there is claims that Israel has actually struck a Syrian military post near Latakia. And of course, Latakia, as I said to you guys before, that's right where the Russians also have their own base on the coastline there of Syria. And that would be to the west of the Idlib, southwest part of the Idlib province. So I can't understand why Israel would be striking a Syrian military outpost there unless Syria is considering that this is an Iranian one. But then we're getting on top of this, I was just getting information in as well that that on the Kalat al-Madiq site here says Syrian Arab source claims it was coordinated attack between the Israeli Air Force and UK and US ships, and 28 cruise missiles fired in total. 10 casualties are reported in Latakia so far, and the video shows multiple strikes in Banyas. All right, and that's what I'm looking at the video footage. You can hear the bombs going off with it as well, Bonnie. As it is multiple bombs being dropped there. That's about 6 or 7 explosions that I'm hearing off of that right now. And of course, keeping in mind, right now in Syria, it is in Syrian time, it's 7 hours ahead of us. This is 6 p.m. our time right now, Bonnie. So that's about 1 o'clock in the morning there. And according to that particular report there, it is the U.S. is also involved in this. Now, is it going to be limited? I have no idea. I'm going to jump over here to Amichai Stein. Amichai Stein is a correspondent at the Israel Public Broadcasting. And Amichai Stein is normally pretty good at keeping up on the things that are going on. He was the first one that I saw that showed that footage coming out of there. It's been 2 hours ago now. It says missiles fired on Syrian Army infrastructure at Latakia. He has also, Syrian State TV confirms the attack on the Institute of Technical Industries in Latakia is another one that he has there. And Syrian missile attack, in Syria, a missile attack targets the coastal city of Latakia. And I've actually got one friend of mine that lives very close to that particular area, so I will be reaching out to them as well. Of course, right now, this is really serious. And listen, the one thing that I keep thinking about, Bonnie, that really gets me when I look at all this is we know that according to Scripture in Jeremiah chapter 49, it speaks about there's trouble on the sea and it cannot be quieted. And so I'm immediately concerned that something really bad could go down in this situation right here, and it could turn a lot worse very, very quickly. So I can't say for sure what's going to go on. And as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast too, Bonnie, here too, and that is that the reports out of the U.S. are saying that there are a dozen Russian ships after the Vostok Accords there, Vostok drills, that there are a dozen Russian ships in the Mediterranean, but sources that I've seen in Russian media is that they have 25 ships there. I know we're running out of time here on our first half of the broadcast there, Bonnie, but this situation going on in Syria right now is a very, very serious, especially if in the event, indeed, the United States and the UK have gotten involved with cruise missiles. Is that going to be limited, or will it end up being much worse?